Sunday. Happy Sunday. Good morning. I slept with wet hair. So this is my life. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. How? Curls are the worst. God damn. Stream Elements shows violence. Oh, God. In what way? Good morning. I hope you're doing well. God damn, it is... I gotta shut that curtain. Wow. Better? Yeah, that's better. It's kind of yellow, but it's better. I was so... Right. Good morning. God damn. My hair is violent. It is. I have very naturally poofy this shit. And I hate it. I hope you're all doing well. Good morning. Oh, God. It's crazy. I can... This is why you don't sleep with wet hair. Don't do it. It's a mistake. Good morning. It's touching my face and I can't stand it. Just gotta fucking squish her down. There we go. Kill the curls. Good morning. How are you? VR, I hopefully have good plans. So, I have two videos. One is from Vile and one's from someone else that they gave me yesterday that I wanted to play. But for a long time, I've been deeply wanting to play a game that I haven't played in... $13 years? $13 years, I think. Yeah, so, trade hair structure. Dude, take it. Curls never lay the same way twice. Every day's a surprise and it's hell. Every day is a constant, like, what curl is gonna lay where? There's no consistency. Every day is hell. Please take it. Please. It's the worst. So it's kind of like, so it's Borderlands. Borderlands is one of my favorite series that has ever existed in the entire world. And have not played through the series since I was in my early 20s. Since I was on a console, I didn't even have a PC yet the last time I played this game. And it's kind of like a, it's kind of sad. I don't know how to put this. I played through the entire game with a friend of mine who died of skin cancer the year we graduated college. That's it. It was the saddest thing. He's still my friend on my Xbox list. Like, it's so hard. Please wear sunscreen. I don't know. That's all I have to say. Wear some fucking sunscreen. But because of that, I really haven't touched it because it's, like, so connected to him, and it was so sad. And it was like, you know, sitting down at the end of the day with your headset on and your controller, just, like, sitting curled up on the ground playing your Xbox with your friends. It was, like, those memories. And so I've kind of just, like, every once in a while it'll come up in my mind. I'm like, I deeply want to play this game, but fuck, I get sad and remember it. It's time. I think I need to replay it. I genuinely, like, I was searching for it in my library and couldn't remember the word Borderlands. And I think that's a sign that it's time. Borderlands is one of the best games that's ever happened. Ever. I mean, it's just so great. It's really tragic that they made that terrible fucking show out of it. I think we can rewind and just play the game and pretend that show never existed. Because that show is shit. Oh, dude. Like, Indian hair or Asian hair, that just, like, bone straight, super thick, jet black hair. Yeah, that'd be nice. I do not like my hair. Dude, if you want to play Borderlands 3 with me, so I'm going to play Borderlands 1. I'm going to play this series. But if you want to play any of them with me, Knives, yeah. Like, I was just saying, I just haven't played these games since, I mean, they were released. It's been so fucking long, I don't even know. And I just really want to. They're just such fucking good games. I'm appalled at myself that I haven't played them for so long. But it's that weird nostalgia thing. And like every time I think of Borderlands, I think of my friend who passed, and it's sad. None of the Catch. I'm so on the same token as you. Nothing against any of the actors in that show. I haven't seen the show. I just heard it's horrific. It's horrible. It's nothing. I love almost everyone that was cast in that show. It was terrible casting and terrible writing. That's the fault. The movie. Did I say show? Movie. I'm so sorry. The movie. Yeah. Terrible casting, terrible writing. Not the actor's fault. Like, I love almost everyone in that movie. I don't think it's their fault at all. And it was, yeah, I'd hate watch. I mean, I might hate watch it just to see after I play the game and remind myself that the game is good and that the show is terrible. But, yeah, I think it's got some, I don't know. I haven't seen it. I know it has terrible, the casting. What are you doing? I'll probably bitch a lot about it while we play the game a little bit. Because it's just, I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what they were thinking with the casting. Behave yourselves, chat. I'm going to be roaming around the house. Behave, motherfuckers. So it goes on the wheel. Only if everybody wanted to hate watch it. I would never, like, that would have to be like a pre-movie night, because I would not want to put anyone through that. Because it's terrible, right? I don't know what they were doing. Like, I genuinely don't know what they were doing with that movie. I need to be free somewhere first. Exactly. It has to be free for a hate watch. None of us are paying for that shit. Absolutely not. That's good. You know what it would be good for is a Faded Friday night when we're all just so high it doesn't matter. Hate watching with friends is great. Like watching The Room or something. Like those are hilarious. Hate watching that kind of shit's great. We did that. I feel like we all hate watched The Crow together. I hate even speaking on it because I'm so sad I even wasted hours of our life watching that, but we did. And we hate watched the living fuck out of it. I feel like half of us are still hate watching in our head. What if you don't smoke? I don't know then, VR. you would have to be, you'd be like the lion tamer for all the stoned haters. The original first Crow, I just drooled, is one of the best movies that ever happened in the world. Ever. And the remake is just pathetic. It's pathetic. It's terrible writing. I don't know what they did. I don't know what happened there. I think it was a cash grab that I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. They got me talking about it because I fucking hate it. So there's that. Snow, it felt like snow last night. Oh, deal. Message me, Knives, be safe. The pre-sequel to Borderlands, I don't know. Let me see what games I have. I've played all of them, but I don't know what I have on Steam. I have, so the one we're going to play today is Borderlands Game of the Year Enhanced Edition, because there's a million of those. And then I have 2 and 3. So I do not have the prequel. I did play Tiny Tina, though. That's a great one. It's like a kind of a team game, so it's replayable. It's pretty replayable. It's so fucking unfortunate, Lightbane. I just don't, I don't know I don't know. The first one's just so perfect. It's a true shame. I absolutely agree with you. It's crazy because the first one is just, it's like a time and space that's just special. I don't know. I've seen all the Transformer movies. I live with a lifelong Transformer fan. Zach has like original Transformer models and shit. If you ever ask him I don't know if he's ever done this before, but behind his green screen, he has a 9-foot, it's as tall as the ceiling. Our ceiling's like 9 foot. No, I don't know. However tall the ceiling is, he has a bookshelf that tall that is fucking stacked with every memento and anything anyone's ever sent him from stream, but also all of these original Transformers models. They're really cool. Like up on the top of the bookshelf, like he's got a ton of them. I live with a Transformer man. I've seen them all. Trust me. At least in part. I understand that. Oh, they're long. Knives. I haven't played them for so long. Yeah, go. Go. Don't listen to me anymore. I'm pretty sure they're the type of games, like, it's been so long, but there's a linear story and then tons of side quests you can do. And from what I remember, the side quests are some of the best part because that's where you find the funny characters out in the middle of nowhere while you're like killing skags and shit. It's been so long though. I genuinely don't remember. Let's watch these two videos. Literally, it's just two videos that two people threw at me yesterday, but we cannot watch things on Saturday. It's impossible because of Indie Saturdays, so I figured we could watch those two videos. Literally, they're like 2 seconds. I don't even know what they are, but then we're going to play the game because I really want to. But I saved them from yesterday. I tell you guys, Saturdays are just dead. I have nothing to do on Saturdays. It's the worst. He cannot be a regular smoker. This is unsafe. Oh, it's probably because I saved it from yesterday. Please just play the video. Thank you so much. I want to watch him make baked things. This is not safe. He needs an adult. No. Is it gonna fly out? Oh no. Where's the hood milk? He's so high. I haven't been this high in so many years. Oh my god, he's so high. Guys, I don't know any stoners who act like this. I'm gonna be so fucking genuine with you. No one I hang out with who smokes gets this. Like, Vissy could assemble some IKEA furniture off of 3 bowls. You do know what I'm saying? This is not a normal smoker. This is wild and so unsafe, and I am scared for him. I wish I could get this high. No. If I cook, I literally cook with my bong in the kitchen, and it's not this bad. He's so high. It's incredible. I can't remember being this high. No shit gun. I mean, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, a normal smoker, we don't get like this anymore. We're very high functioning. I mean, even Zeke says it to me all the time. He can't tell when I'm high. Really, like, this is crazy. His mouth is 20 seconds. His brain is 20 seconds behind his mouth. Yes. That looks dank. I'm just like, wow. I feel unsafe for him. You should put that in a bigger bowl. Oh. As much as I'm judging him and wanting him to put it in a bigger bowl, I do this. Like, who doesn't do this? Nobody wants to make another dish. Dirty a dish. Just. This looks incredible. I'd eat the fuck out of this. It must be so much fun to get high if you're not a smoker, like a regular smoker. Oh, I would fuck that. Oh. Oh! That crispy drag. Is there very many things in this world better than slightly burnt cheese? Do it again. Oh! Eat it! Eat it! Oh my fuck off. Child size portion? I would fuck that so hard. Same. Mishy, dude, literally exact same. I'm not kidding you. I've literally had that exact conversation where Zach's like, how high are you? I'm like, I haven't smoked yet. There's no, yeah, this is incredible. I'm following. I'm not logged in. I have to find this person and follow them. That's incredible. One serving's half the pan, right? I mean, when you're an adult and you make your own food, can't you just stand at the counter and eat it out of the pan with a fork? Anybody else get super high sometimes? Or maybe not super high and order those giant pasta dishes from like Pizza Hut that are meant for a family and just fuck it with your mouth? 'Cause same. Fuck yeah. Those were some fine-ass memories from college. Let me fucking tell you. Ugh. That was anymore. The mythical empire that they've created on YouTube is hilarious. Link's dad is just as fucking precious. His dad is like this little old Creole man who talks real slow like this. And it's so sweet. He's just the nicest man you'd ever meet. And he's just a fucking peach pie. I truly think he's actually kind of. I think he's innocent. I think he's like that precious. He's so precious. Good morning, Sick. How are you, love? Link doesn't think. You think? I think I don't know. He has kids. He figured something out. They're from, Tennessee. They're from the South. They're from the Bible Belt, and they were raised in, like, the weird, they've had to, what's the word? It sounds Louisiana to me, but I don't want to say they're from Louisiana. He's got that I'm doing it pretty well, actually. He's got that very pronounced, long, stretched out, kind of very strong O's and U's. Wherever the fuck that is. He's hilarious. I love him so much. I've watched him a million times. Oh, sorry. That's it. It's like this strong, I can't, is it Arkansas? They're from Arkansas. There you go. It's this strong, like, drawl, and it reminds me of kind of Louisiana a little bit, but I didn't want to say that. But fuck, he's so cute, and I truly think Link is like that. He's just that cute. Repressed, you know what I mean? 100%. Arkansas. Arkansas. He's from that there Arkansas. Hill folk, simple people very much. Yes, they actually have some really interesting podcasts about it if you're ever curious about that kind of thing. But Link, they both went through, I can't remember the fucking word. Oh my god. It's where you're like brainwashed into a certain religion and you have to unbrainwash yourself. It's deprogramming? Is that the term? Them and their wives have been on like a journey to deprogram themselves out of, they were part of the type of Christians that like do courting. What is the sect? I can't, Vile would know. Vile's way more familiar with them. I can't remember the sect of it, but they were raised in that like balls deep, hardcore Baptist environment where you like lived and breathed youth group and church, and you courted your girlfriend and you got married straight out of high school, and et cetera, et cetera. And they've been deprogramming out of that for years. And it's fascinating to listen to because they're really, really honest about it. Them and their wives, they have conversations on their podcasts about it. I find it fucking fascinating. Coming from the Catholic background, like, Catholicism's terrible. IMO. Theirs is so much worse. Holy shit. The shit that they, like, fucking ingrain into these people's minds is wild. It's so brave of them to do this, like, deprogramming shit. It's crazy. And it's so hard. It's not easy to do. Deconstruction, is that it? Deconstruction, deprogramming. I think it's deconstruction. I think you're right. Ain't no guilt like Catholic guilt, motherfuckers. Shit's deep-seated. It's not easy. I think it's a lifelong thing. Like, I think Rhett, the last time I listened to one of their podcasts about the deprogramming, I think Rhett was at the point where he's kind of an atheist. Like, he was always, if you listen to him, he's they're both very smart. Like, I make fun of Link like he's an innocent. They're very intelligent men. And the way they talk about, like, how they, like, Rhett especially, he definitely felt the bullshittery of it. And a couple times in his youth questioned it and had to go to counseling and stuff. And they send you to, like, a religious counselor to talk you back into the programming. It's crazy. Like, I don't mean, like, crazy, but, like, wow. Like, just it's so much deeper than I ever thought it was. It's wild. There you go. I think Link is the atheist, Rhett is agnostic. There you go. Yeah, I haven't listened to these podcasts in a bit, so please forgive me if I'm sketchy on the details. But it's so brave. I can't imagine doing that. Like, it's so crazy to be, like, so deep into that. It's your life. I legit thought you said courted and not courted. Oh my God. Courting? It's that rope ceremony with the hands and the... I'm sorry, I mumble. Atheist longer than I was a Christian now. I was Baptist for 15. I don't think I was ever a Christian. I think, like, I never bought into it. I went to church because I had friends there, and my mom would legitimately bring this giant basket of color crayons and a bunch of coloring books. How do you say crayon, by the way? Crayon. And I would sit in church and color, and it was great. It was like a couple hours where I just got silence, and I got to sit and color in my coloring book, and no one bothered me. I don't think I was ever bought in, though. Crayons. I always wonder, it's one of those regional things, right? Crayons versus crayons. Crayons. Who says crayon? Where is that from, I wonder? Whose accent says crayons? Now I've said it too many times, and it sounds weird. Crayons. I've said it too many times. I broke it. Creans. Probably Eastern. Crayons. Maybe like up near Pennsylvania where they say like droll. Kills is going to come at me now. I know. I can't speak either. I'm not making fun. I'm not judging. None of us can talk right. It's fine. But no shit. Jersey and Pennsylvania are like two of the strongest accents I've heard. They say like egg instead of egg. Or milk instead of milk. Hood milk. Want some hood milk? Drawl instead of draw. Like you're drawing a picture. Are you drawing something? Those are strong. I wonder if it's up there. Happy Sunday, Celestial. How are you? See, Pennsylvania does that too. Egg, bag. I can't, bags. Like they say the egg instead. I need a dozen eggs instead of egg. It's a cool accent. I dig it. How did we get... I don't, Dave. No one knows. Orange. How do I say orange? I know there's orange. And then there's orange. I don't know what's right. I think I say orange. Orange? Orange. That's not it, though. I'm saying it weird, right? Orange. No shit. Milk is the Dutch word for milk. I wonder if that's where it came from. Isn't there a huge Dutch population in Pennsylvania because of the Amish? The Dutch... Amish people. I wonder if that's where it came from. Change the Earl? What is that? Warsh. Where does Warsh come from? I've never figured out where the fuck it comes from, but every once in a while people will be like, oh, you're from Washington? The state or DC? I'm like, I'm from where? Washington? What's that? Who did that? I don't know. Washing the clothes, Washington. That's been a weird one my whole life that I'm just like, what the fuck? We have like literally the first president, President Washington. I don't know how the fuck you fuck up Washington. There's no R in it. I feel like Baltimore's ghetto mixed with Southern. It's definitely got some of that, like, Baltimore is, like, in my personal experience of it, it's Virginia and Pennsylvania just, like, because some people get a little bit of a draw on it. They get a little bit of this thing going on, a little bit like that Western Virginia thing, but it's real light. You really can't tell it's there unless they're talking real fast and you kind of get it. They get a little bit of that, and then they throw things at you like milk and egg and drawl. And this is what I've been told by the old people of Maryland. If you want to talk with a Maryland accent, speak with a smile. That's it. We're going to go to Baltimore and drink some water and put some flares in our water up in Hereward County. That's what I've been told it sounds like. Are you laying on my fucking cord again, bud? Absolutely not. According to Google, we have Pennsylvania to blame for Warsh. It's always Pennsylvania. Where's Kills? We got to go after him. Worse is when you mix the Southern American accent with the thick Irish accent. Half my family does that. Now that you say that, that totally makes sense. I love different accents. It's one of my favorite things about moving across the U.S., all the different places I've lived, because the U.S. is one country. We are all American, unfortunately, and there are so many accents and so many different dialects that are borderline borderline you can't understand them half the time they're talking. It's incredible. I love it so much. We're such a weird country that way. My dad's from Jackson, MS, says Warsh. Interesting. Warshishertish. I worked with someone in Washington who said warsh. To wash the clothes. I lost my car keys! I don't know what you're talking about. My car keys are in my purse. Maryland as a fuck. I don't know. It's just me theorizing. I need to grind up weed, but it's the blood state, right? Like the fucking Mason-Dixon line goes straight through it. Maryland was very split down the middle, and so it ended up a very weird conglomeration of people from all over the place. Like, I feel like it's kind of a melting pot where you just get every accent possible, and because of that, it all kind of went together and became something real weird. Like, earn. What did I say? Nobody knows. I've been told we mumble. That on top of it. So not only do we say everything with a smile, but apparently we mumble. So instead of being like, I'm going to go to the store, I'm going to go to the store. I don't know. I guess that's a Maryland thing. I've just been told these things. People love to talk about that. I don't know if that's real or not. Thank you, Alexis. I appreciate you. When I moved from NC to NY, I legit could not understand the locals for a solid 2 weeks. I felt that way a little bit when I moved in Baltimore. Like, flares? I'm going to stop by the store to get flares for Mom. What? You're stopping at Wegmans for flares. Oh, you're putting flowers in water, not flares in a wood or whatever the fuck that is. Okay. Yeah, I got you. I figured that out. It took a bit, though. It depends. I say if I'm talking about one of my aunts, I will say like Aunt Elaine. But if I'm talking to them, it's Aunt Elaine. I don't know. I've noticed that too. That's a weird one. I don't know why that's different. Good morning, Nana, my love. I hope you're doing well. Going to the store. It's effective. Yeah, I think it's just an East Coast thing. Like, I think everybody on the East Coast talks fast, which I appreciate because we're all just respecting each other's time. I'm not here to waste your time. You're not here to waste my time. We got shit to do. And in Maryland, it turned into mumbling. The farther up New England you go, it's just ridiculously fast talking. But they actually enunciate. Whereas Maryland, we're like, we're going to talk fast, but we're going to drop all the syllables in the middle. You can eat a dick. We're going to forget it all. But I find that, like, Massachusetts, New York, etc., you're speaking just as fast, but it's actually intelligible. Like, you can understand what they're saying. They didn't slur everything in the middle. When my stepmom comes down to visit, my whole family gets a solid dose of the quintessential. Oh, that's got to be fun. I feel like I mumble a lot on stream sometimes. I catch my mouth running through words like I'm reading, kind of. Like I'm skipping words, and I have to stop myself and, like, rewind. Why is that awful, though, Yeet? I think that's really cool. I'm awful for picking up micro accents. Like, my old manager was from a city called Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton. And I noticed my O sound that has a classic Wolverhampton, West Midlands AO transition. I worked a lot of trains in Manchester, and I picked up a lot of the softer vowel sounds of the area. You're like me. You're a mush. That's how I feel. I've lived everywhere in the U.S. I've lived literally on both coasts. I've lived in the middle. I've lived in the north. I haven't lived in the south yet. Like, the most south I've ever lived is D.C., Virginia. If you count, I don't think that really counts. I don't know. That's the most south I've ever lived. But I have, like, this. I'm a parrot. Yeah, I feel like I amalgamate to wherever the fuck I've moved. And so now I've just got this disgusting, jumbly, garbly gook where people are like, where are you from? I'm like, I don't know. I was born in Washington, but I say Florida. And if you ask my mom about the shittiest state in America, she'd say Florida. So you're like me, yeah. I think it's natural and animal instinct to blend in. You know, you want to, like, what's the word? Not sound like you stand out, I guess. I don't know. It's totally subconscious, though. You don't even notice you're doing it. It's just normal. You just start to pick it up, because if everyone around you is talking a certain way, your body will pick up that way of talking, because that's like, it's assimilation. Thank you. It's assimilation. Yeah, I think it's totally natural. People just do that. And like for instance, I moved to Maryland, and I probably at one point would say Florida, but I know a shit ton of people are from Florida now, and do you want to know what they call Florida? Florida. It's like me moving to Washington and insisting it's Washington, when everyone that is from it says this is Florida. You're gonna fucking start calling it Florida. Like, come on. It's natural, you know? Florida. Serious bull. Fucking A, dude. It's first thing in the morning. Let's go. We're gonna play some games and get high. Cheers. It lilts towards Chicago when you're drunk. I wonder. Yeah, my words slur more when I'm high. I know that. I wonder if that's, like, accents coming out or something. I try to just have, like, the general Siri voice. Like, I genuinely think of words and I'm like, how would Siri pronounce that? Just so it's understandable across the board, because I realize, like, people that come to hang out and channel all day are literally from all over the world. And if I'm talking about putting flares in water, people are going to be like, what? Or if I say something like, oh yeah, I've got a tank of water bugs back here. No one knows what I'm saying unless you're from New York. I raise cockroaches. You gotta, oh, you broke a bong. Oh, let's have a moment of silence. F's in chat. Or bitch. I was born and raised in Georgia, left 35 years ago, and I'm told I still have a soft Southern accent. You know what's crazy? When I was born in Washington, but not really raised anywhere. We moved a lot. When I worked at Lowe's in Washington, I would get people asking if I was Canadian once in a while. That would get me. I was like, what the fuck about me says Canadian? Am I saying things in questions? Eh? Oh man, that would get me. Why? Why do I sound Canadian? Was it the split head? I don't know. Okay, so Mighty, it's so weird. I grew up saying soda, even though I'm from Washington, because my dad's from New York and he taught me soda. So, like, growing up, I literally would have to, what is it, code switch or whatever? At home, I'm gonna go get a soda. In public, can I get a pop? Because no one, like, soda is not what Washingtonians say. They say pop. But because my dad was from New York, I grew up with soda. It's weird. Like, my family's very all over the place, so I feel like I'm just a fucking, but soda pop. But then you move to Maryland, or like, not so much Maryland, but like Virginia, Georgia, everything's Coke. You want something to drink? A Coke. What kind? Coke? All of it's Coke? That one's fun. It's all Coke. Atlanta. Yeah, I think that's where Coca-Cola's from, right? Oh, is it pop in Ohio? Yeah, I think pop is like kind of a. I don't know. Where does pop come from? I think it's just soda pop. And who split it in half? Vile, it's literally, it's like saying soda. If you order a Coke, they're going to say, what kind of Coke you want, honey? Coke. Okay. Sprite. Okay. It's like saying pop. Coke is synonymous with soda. Coke is soda. But only like Georgia and the states touching it, kind of. Like you see it kind of spread out a little bit and then it fades off and then it's no longer Coke anymore. It's really interesting. Yeah, it's soda. It is soda. It's very interesting. Language is fascinating. Who says cola? I don't know who does say cola. I say cola if it's RC Cola. Oh, Michiganders say pop as well. Is pop like a Midwest thing? Or middle of the, you're not Midwest, middle? I'll have a Coke. What kind, honey? Pepsi. Literally, yeah, they'll literally say, what kind of Coke you want? We have Pepsi products. It's soda. It's just soda. So when you go there and you're asked what kind of Coke you want, don't be thrown off. It's just soda. But it's crazy that we're all one country like that. Like every state is so unique that way. It's like saying Kleenex, but it's less confusing because they're not really the flavor of Kleenex. Well, you reminded me of something. What is it? There's Canadians in chat. I know there are. In Canada, it's like, is a napkin a diaper, or a napkin is like, I think in the UK too, a napkin is a fucking tampon, right? Something like that. I remember going to Canada when I was really, really, really young and asking for a napkin or something, and they all laughed at me. But then they passed me the napkins because they absolutely knew what I was asking for. They just chose to fucking laugh at me first. I was 8. Oh, it's a diaper. There you go. Nappy diaper. There you go. Yeah. So napkin. But like in the States, one of the terms for a pad or a tampon is a sanitary napkin. So if you're like in a pharmacy and you see something that says sanitary napkin, that's tampons. I hate that. What's the strain, sick? I've gotten a strain every once in a while that it's like peppery and it makes me cough like nobody's business and I fucking hate it. Father was mountain Southern. Mother was from Ohio. I was considered bilingual. Mountain, that's the mountain. The mountains are that's different. Mountain Southern's different. I grew up Southern, but dialect didn't stick for me. I feel like younger people, because we're so international, I noticed that like a lot in Maryland, Virginia, DC, younger generations don't have strong accents, if accents at all. And I think it's because we're so fucking global because of the internet. Like we're all listening to so many different accents and different voices all the time from all over the world. Like it's crazy that we can just like watch BBC in the US now. As a kid, that wasn't a thing at all. Like we're just so like I think it's kind of washed out a lot of accents. You can still hear some stuff. Like I'm sure I say words fucked up that you're like, huh, that was funny. But for the most part, it's fascinating. I love it. I think it's the coolest thing because I remember as a kid watching movies or TV shows and being super excited if there was like a British person or an Irish person or a Scottish person or a Russian person because I was like, oh my God, I get to listen to this really cool accent and language. And now it's just at your fingertips all the time. You could just go listen to that shit anytime. It's crazy. There are American kids with English accents because they grew up on Peppa Pig. That's fascinating. I love that. Honestly, my like fake British accent I put on for shows and shit is all from watching the Great British Baking Show and from hanging out with my friend Amelia. Like I have so many cool friends in the UK now that I've listened to them speak so many times I can mimic them. I couldn't tell you what accent I'm doing. Like I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm literally just mimicking friends of mine from all over the country. That's it. And just clowning it. Katie said funny words. I know I do because every once in a while you guys will pull it out and be like, what did you just say out loud? What does everyone here call the thing you put your groceries in that has the wheels on it? The buggy? Or if you're weird, a shopping cart? That's a buggy! A cart. I think most people say shopping cart. Most people are shopping cart. Where the fuck does buggy come from? Why do I call it a buggy? What's a buggy? I've said it too many times. I'm gonna change our game category. Are we fighting? Yeah. What is it? I don't know. A buggy? Game of the Year enhanced. There's so many different versions of this game by now. It's crazy. A shopping cart. Buggy is country. Buggy's British. Is it? Oh, then it's not British because a buggy is a pram and a pram is a baby carriage. What do you call a shopping cart? A cart? What do you call that in the UK? A trolley. There you go. They call it a trolley. I was going to say, I got buggy because when I worked at Lowe's, one of my bosses, one of my zone managers, I don't know where the fuck he was from, but every single night, we need all available staff to the parking lot to collect buggies. All available staff to the parking lot to collect buggies. And it just got stuck, and now they're buggies. A trolley's different than a train. Trolleys don't, trolleys have, like, electric wires, I think they're hooked to, whereas trains, it's the magnetic rails. Yeet, yeet, yeet skis.
Yeet skis. We need the brain.
Yeet would know. I don't know these things. Fuck. Sit down, children. We about to learn. I'm going to change category and shit while we learn, because literally Yeetskis is the trained person and knows these things. Public transport in the U.S. That's adorable. We don't have that. Are you kidding? Cute. Cute. Trains are something in the U.S. you do if you're bored and you have a long weekend. Yeet, yeet, skirt, skirt, drill. I don't know what to do. What are youths doing these days? Help. Help me. I've never heard buggy. Pram's all I've ever heard. Short for perambulator. It's literally short for perambulator. I thought a pram was for babies. You call a shopping cart a pram? See? It's different everywhere. And yet, we all know exactly what we're talking about, right? Isn't that great? Like, if you point at a shopping cart and you call it a pram, I'm not going to sit there and be like, that's not a pram. I'm going to go get the fucking shopping cart. We all know what we're saying. I think that's really cool. Oh, VR, that's a hard yes. Yep. A tram, also known as a streetcar or trolley in the United States, is a type of urban rail transit consisting of either individual rail cars or self-propelled multiple unit trains that run on tramway tracks on urban public streets. Some include segments on segregated right-of-way. Whoa. We're going to learn up. We speak the same language. No, we changed a bunch of words because we were mad, and then we threw the T around. Aluminum. That is the most American fucking word because, yeah, we love to, like, point out how people in the UK and the rest of the world says aluminium. That's what it should be. If we're following the fucking rules of the periodic table, aluminium is correct. But some fucking American was like, I don't like the extra letters. Aluminum. That's literally the only reason we call it aluminum. Some guy was fucking lazy and was like, we want an American way. Tee-haw. Spill the tea. Oh. What the fuck, America? Stop it. It's dumb. It's literally helium. You go across the fucking periodic table. The amount of elements that have eum at the end, there's a reason for that. There's a rhyme and a reason why we name things the way we name them. And aluminium should be aluminium. And we were just like, nah. And it fucks up everything. It ruins all the rules of the periodic table and naming elements. For fuck's sake, stop it! America, I'm sorry. I'm so mad. So full of anger towards this stupid fucking country. Things change, but, like, without a reason, it seems dumb. You know? It's like if I just decided, you know, say the word vegetable. Now go look at the word vegetable. It's veggie table, but we say vegetable. Vegetable. Vegetable? Veggie table. Vegetable, we just decided. In America, there's no reason. Why did you do that? Why would you do that? I take all the hits. Cheers. Yeah, that'll make me less angry. Trolleys, okay, so Yeetsies, here we are. Okay, trolleys, trams, and streetcars are almost always electric. There you go. You're right in saying they pick up the electricity from above, yes, but it's not what defines a trolley or a streetcar. The trains I worked on ran on those same wires. Oh, shit, okay. Yet they're not streetcars or trams. Oh, see? I was going off literally the only streetcars I've ever experienced are in San Francisco. Yeah, San Francisco, right? Yeah. They're like known for their trolleys and streetcars, and they're connected by wires. There's tons of wires over all the streets, and they have like these forks connected. And that's literally what I was going off of. Oh, do that. Let's not talk about it. Cheers. No shit. American English initially shortened words to save costs at the printing press by having fewer characters. That's actually fascinating and makes sense. I hate it, but it's funny. Boom! Scott said same thing. Yeah, a lot of American dropping sounds and letters from words was because typesetting for old newspapers would charge by the letter. So we changed things to save time and money. That's fascinating. I had no idea. I mean, that totally makes sense though and checks out. There's different ways of powering trains. Steam pistons directly powering the wheels, diesel transmission, diesel engines to power an electric motor, or using overhead cables to power them. We've started seeing more and more trains these days powered by batteries and even hydrogen fuel cells. The power source doesn't decide the type of train. See, and that's where I was confused. I thought the power source dictated the train type. That's where I was fucked up. It's so stupid, but the other day my fucking computer updated, so of course all my audio is fucked up, and I have to reroute the audio every single time I start a game. I'm doing it, don't worry. So if you don't hear anything, it's just my stupid fucking computer. Windows 11's a nightmare. Telegrams probably as well, 100%, because you reminded me, I think my grandma learned this in school. She taught us about it, but there was this crazy shorthand that people would learn to be secretaries before typing. Like if you didn't have a typewriter or something like that, and it was... Do you know what I'm talking about? Was it just called shorthand? What the fuck? Note, your default video settings have been automatically configured based on your operating system and hardware. Okay, Borderlands. Settings, let's see. So we're on borderless window. We're going to turn that on. Frame rate, blah, blah, blah. Subtitles on. Disable music for streaming. Does that mean all the music? Is this game going to be muted? I fucking hate the world with DMCA right now. If they... does anybody know... Let me see, hold on. Does Borderlands 1 have DMCA music? Oh, it's gonna be like the opening song and shit, right? It opens with the Cage the Elephant song. That's so fucked up. I have an idea. Because I'm a witch. We'll just fucking watch the intro on a screen that doesn't record the audio, because fuck the man, right? Ha 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 ha! I win! I hate the DMCA bullshit. It's such fucking bullshit. I hate it. It's... Ugh! But the problem is, this gaming computer, all audio gets stuck on the VOD. So if there's any music that is DMCA, like Cage the Elephant, whatnot, then I get fucked. Any audio on PC number 1, however, does not go onto the VOD. You'll have my voice and it'll be silent across the board, which means it won't be recorded and we can watch it. It's so stupid. It's the dumbest thing that we have to do this fucking workaround, but at least we can, so we win. Okay, so I'm gonna turn on that streaming thing just in case. Because I got a strike for that game the other day. What was it? Harold Halibut. I got a fucking strike from Twitch because of the ending credits song. Mother Fuckers! That game just came out too. There's no excuse. You know better. Buy the music or don't do it. Make your own, for fuck's sake. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was great. Yep. That was fun. So, like, all of my VODs now are not being published right away, and I have to go through, like, a whole thing because of a song in the ending credits of a video game. It's so essentially with the DMCA shit, you get 3 strikes, and it's with someone like me because I'm in good standing. I don't fuck around with the rules and I try to stay on board with shit because this is my livelihood. They actually, like, my rep will actually look, or someone actually looks at those strikes and sees what they are. And they can see, like, is it malicious? Is she playing music and leaving her computer and just leaving on other people's content? Or was that the ending credits of a fucking video game? So it's essentially like, slap on the wrist, watch yourself. But the consequence is all of my VODs go into this deep space thing where essentially I have it set up so my VODs immediately are posted to Twitch right after I stream because I don't break the rules and I don't usually have to go through and edit them. And now they're going to go into this special dark place where I have to go in and approve them and watch the entire VOD before they can be posted for like a month because of a song in the end of a fucking video game. If there are any developers out there, make your own or don't do it. If you want us to play your fucking games. It's so infuriating. The whole game was great. Ending credit song. That was it. That's what slammed me. And it's just... You can't pretend you don't know better. It's this whole stupid fucking DMCA shit where a video game company pays the license to use a song in a game, but that does not translate to me playing that game live. I don't have a license to play that song. It's so dumb. It's so stupid. Like, I hope music companies feel bad about themselves. It's the dumbest shit. It's equivalent to, like, a cop pulling you over because they heard your radio coming out of your car window. That's the equivalent. It's like, the cop didn't have the radio on, you did, and they heard the music, therefore that's what it is. It's infuriating. So anyways, I'll put on the streamer mode because we can just watch that. Graphics level, auto check, blah, 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 blah. Apply. Applied. And then we'll just watch this opening and then I'll start the game in mute because I don't know what else to do. Because the opening is good and I love the song. The Cage the Elephant song is great. I think this is a good copy of it. It just says intro. It looks like it. I don't know. We're doing our best here. We're doing our best. I mean... There are certain people I just can't say between that are just some of the best people in the whole world, and she's up there. You know what I'm saying? She's just amazing. If you haven't followed Vis, please go follow her channel. She's incredible. We'll probably do some sort of, like, play this the last 2 hours of stream or last couple hours of stream or whatever for the next couple weeks with Vissy. Schedule permitting. Thank you. There's the shout out. I know. That I thought was a Monday, when in fact I usually take Mondays off. But on that note, I need to go give my dogs some attention because I'm going to go to a concert with Rod tonight and I'm going to be gone for a bit. So I'm going to raid Alk. That's it. That's all I got. Be kind. Drink water. Take your joy. Love your sweet babies. You want to come up and say hi? Come here. Hi, Bubba. Love your fur babies, as always. Tomorrow is day off day. So, I won't be here. You got loud, game. I won't be here, but as usual, please take your joy and be good and all of those things. I have lots of chores I have to accomplish and hopefully sleep. Pee after sex and, you know, breathe.